guys, welcome to Clockwork, Noodles for another breakdown of Spy X Family Season 2, episode number 9. We are getting there, guys. We've only got 3 episodes now left to go, so thank you guys so much for your continued support. I really hope you've enjoyed this season and you've enjoyed my breakdowns. This week's episode is an interesting one, but I don't have too much to say about it, so it's a relatively small video from me, but it is a good chance for me to tell you that my winter overview video is starting to be planned. I'm looking at the season ahead and I think I've got what I'm breaking down for next season, so that will go out soon. I'm planning a Christmas video for you guys. There will be a treat for you guys on Christmas. There's obviously going to be my Anime of the Year award. That will go out before the end of the year, hopefully between Christmas and New Year. That's going to be an interesting one. And of course there'll be the end of season reviews. It's been a very interesting season. I can't wait to share with you guys my thoughts on the season as a whole. Of course, I've got to come up with some fun awards as well, so that'll be fun to crown some fun things for the season. I always have fun with the awards. I can't wait to bring you some more fun and games when it comes to the awards as well. But honestly, make sure you guys are wrapping up. We are now getting snow in Europe. There's been snow near me, but not quite where I am. But it is really cold. It's been like -3 every single day for this week. Make sure you guys are wrapping up and taking care of yourselves and drive very safely. Let's get straight to it because there's not too much going on, but there's a few nice things I want to actually talk about. Lloyd now having to get involved in the main plot. He has been taking a bit of a backseat role, but that was essentially his mission. He was informed that he had to take a break. I did like the fact that the daycare that he ends up leaving Anya at is called Waku Waku, which is literally Anya's actual phrase, which ties into my conspiracy theory that Anya really is that main character, and at some point this whole story is being told from her perspective years down the line as she explains how her parents got together. This is my childhood. It does make me wonder as well if one day that will be confirmed. I did have questions about how Lloyd actually had any form of disguise on him whatsoever. I know he is the disguise king and it's his job, but he was literally informed by his own organisation that you're going to take this chill, you're going to have a break, and you're not going to do any work. I did love the insert song that we got. I think we heard part of it play last week, but we get the full thing this week as Yor goes back onto her feet and fights the guys. It's less of a focus on the fight this week and more from Anya's perspective, which is slightly different. It was nice to see her back on her feet. There's some really nice animated sections. Initially she fights on 2 sides, but then the guy actually vanishes. I absolutely love the rising hope moment with Anya. I thought that was absolutely hilarious. Maybe Anya really should pick up javelin because it would seem that she's got a bit of a knack for it. I absolutely love the moment where she goes all according to Keikaku because of course we've got to have a meme in here somewhere. It's nice to see her having a impact on her parents' lives, even if it is just undercover behind the scenes. Yor does question it, but then she goes, okay, maybe the wind blew it over. Maybe the wind put it back here. I like the fact that Anya's able to help both of her parents in their mission to... We've seen her helping Lloyd with the explosion plot a while ago, and now we're seeing her helping Yor as well. So it's a really nice way of having the family help each other, even if it's without them realising that they're helping each other, which I think is really cool. It is nice to see Anya's help going a long way. It helps turn the tide of the battle. It allows Yor to regain their footing, have a weapon. It does feel like Yor has been carrying the last few episodes in general, and I've seen a few people saying that Yor really is the key player when it comes to this arc in particular, and I like it because I think Yor is such a fascinating character. It's allowed us to have a look into her psyche, what she's feeling. Up until the end of this episode, you can see her getting excited to go and meet her husband, go and see Anya again, and even though she knows it's just a cover, there is still hope, I think, that one day that maybe they will just realise that they get on with each other. We'll hit a point where they decide that they do actually care for each other, but I don't know if we've quite hit that point just yet. But it does make you wonder, one day the mission's going to come to an end. It's just when. I do also think from the battle in general, Yor should perhaps carry a spare needle, just in case this ever happens again. The bad guy escaping during the fight was something that I picked up on and noticed that Yor doesn't actually pick up on it. She just kind of presumes there was a guy there, but then he's gone again. I also love the fact that Lloyd is now actually helping with the big plot. He's obviously doing the explosion plot. As well, nobody from the state security actually questions who he is. They don't ask for his ID. They don't ask his name. You would think with them even being victorious in saving the ship they would have asked for the name of the person who had saved the ship. They would have said, "Who are you?" Eyebrow raising that this person then vanishes completely for the rest of the journey. Now, I want to give some nice little nods to the design team because the interior for the ship is absolutely gorgeous. I love the attention to detail. I love the fact that you can tell there's marble pillars, there's wooden paneling. You can see how expensive the ship really is. All of the money has been spent on the ship because it's their pride and glory of the nation. I love the fact it looks very lavish. I also really like the inclusion of the gardens, the greens, the flowers all on board. Even though I do still hate ships and I don't want to go on them, and I think the sea is absolutely terrifying, I will admit the Lorelei is a very pretty ship, and it's nice that we see quite a few aspects of it. You even notice when they're saying goodbye to the lady and her baby that there are pools. There's actual pools on top of the deck. There's a lot of really nice details in general. Obviously there's a daycare centre. We've seen the shops. We've seen the places to eat. There's golf. There's things to do. It really is the pinnacle of luxury and entertainment for the nation, which I think is really, really awesome. The mission is a complete success, and it's great to see that Yor has been able to protect somebody, and we have the guys escaping into the darkness, and hopefully they're going to go away and lead a happy life, and hopefully maybe even one day in the future we'll see the kid grown up and we'll be able to see that this is the result of your hard work. It's been a very emotional arc. I think this might be the end of the cruise ship arc in particular. It's been very emotional. I like the fact that we've had a lot of soul searching, because even Lloyd is seen doing a bit of soul searching when he starts to wonder, oh, I put my family aside to do this, but then, oh wait, they're a mission, but then the mission was to take a break. You can see him even being like, oh, I should have actually chilled out. It's also really nice that the director does actually allow her to go and meet Lloyd and Anya, because up until this point, he's very serious. He's very much, don't get distracted, don't get emotional. It's just a cover. We've been also lying to him to let him know that you're out on business right now, you're doing this, you're doing that. I think it is nice to see him actually having a bit of a heart, actually allowing her to go and meet them, which is really, really nice. The instrumental outro is awesome. I like it. There's a few nice touching moments in particular. I love the moment where Lloyd catches Anya. He's so used to her rolling out of bed that he's there catching her, helping her. Seeing everybody wrapping up, you can see everybody preparing for the meetup, which is going to be next week. But it would seem that next week we're going back into school again, so this really is the end of this arc. I think it was the highlight of the season in particular. There was a lot of small episodes to start the season as a whole, which it was a little bit disjointed. I think this was a absolute amazing return to form for the show in particular. I just wish we had a few more arcs that were put together, arcs like this, as opposed to small, tiny little episodes. But hopefully, now that we're back at school again, we'll go back into maybe doing something with the Damien plot, because the Damien plot hasn't gone anywhere for a whole season. So it feels like we need to do something with that plot in particular. Overall, it's been a really cool arc. I've really enjoyed being on the high seas. I've loved every moment of it. Anya's been really helpful. Lloyd's actually been hilarious as a bit of comic side relief as well, which is very rare for him to take a comic role. But interesting to see that they pulled him back at the last hurdle just to have him take part in the big plot. I really can't wait to see what the anime has as in store for us. Will be interesting to see if there's a season 3. Obviously, the movie in the UK, it's being released in February. I will be hoping to see that in the cinemas because I'm very excited to see everything on the big screen. When it comes to anime, I always get excited to see it on the big screen. I always recommend it because you get a big sound system, a big screen to watch your anime, and it generally is just rarity because most of the time we don't get anime on the big screen around here. Very exciting. Let me know in the comments if you're planning to watch the movie. Hopefully, maybe we can do a review of just my thoughts on the movie as a whole. Maybe with Iona, my thoughts on the movie wrap up kind of videos. Thank you guys so much. I really hope you've enjoyed the episode. There was a lot of really cool moments, a lot of nice lighting. Explosion plot with Lloyd was very nice, and just seeing the wrap up with the baddies all sinking to the bottom, being eaten by sharks. Lots of really cool moments. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys again soon. Have a great day, guys. Bye bye.